They're in the gate.
They're in the gate.
A nose bobber there.
Welcome to In the Gate, ESPN's Thoroughbred Racing podcast. I'm Barry Abrams. He sometimes will rent an RV so his family can camp out the night before a Saturday race. Saturday being the religious day of rest on which Ahmed Zayat does not drive. Instead, he lets his horses do the driving. And one more driving burst down the lane from American Pharoah, and he'll complete the 12th North American Triple Crown. We caught up with Ahmed Zayat recently and asked him what it's like to be on such a wild ride.
It's an incredible dream, but it's a sweet dream. It's a dream that I really don't want to wake up from. I mean, it have been a heck since the week leading to the Derby. I mean, just seeing American Pharoah and seeing the excitement on my family, my wife, Justin, my kids, Ashley, Ben, Emma, seeing Bob and his kids and everybody getting into it, the fans, it's just have been a wild, wild, wild ride.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say this probably can't get here fast enough for you.
When you're enjoying something, you kind of want to milk it as long as it can get. At the same time, you are emotionally high and low, and on a high that physically, honestly, becomes kind of draining and tiring, but it's good draining. It's fun. It's incredible.
You're only 52. You got plenty of energy. So let's talk about Bob. If you had to describe Bob, and you've known him a long time, if you had to describe him in a sentence or two, how would you describe him?
Bob is brilliant. Brilliant as a trainer. Incredibly good for all his clients. Love his horses. An incredible family man. Bob have probably changed 180 degrees in the last couple of years.
In what way?
In the way Bob had an attitude that I'm invincible. In a good way, he's very competitive. He never wants anybody to worry about anything of his client. He takes it all inside, and it's just so much pressure. When you're always a favorite, when people are expecting a lot of you, nobody is such Superman, and he never wanted to show it.
You've obviously been with him a long time. Do you think he's mellowed out some?
I think after his heart attack, that's the now, he started becoming content and started understanding, hey, you know what? I need to let go a little bit. I need to be able to vent. I need to be able to not package everything and have everything on me only. So that is the new Bob. He's more content, much more laid back, still very competitive, but yet understanding that, hey, I need to be part of the whole group. It's not only me. I mean, a day ago, he just texted my wife and telling her, hey, I'm worried about your husband, the media getting to him. I'm really worried about him. He should enjoy this time. I'm just checking in.
Are you able to enjoy this time?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. This is a special time in my life. It's important for my family. It's important for fans. It's important for the horse racing. I will rise above that.
How has the new and improved Bob Baffert handled the rigors of the Triple Crown?
I think he's having a blast. Bob is thoroughly enjoying this time. I can see it in his eyes. I can see in his reaction towards his boys. When we won the Derby, you should see his three boys jumping on him, almost tackling him down. I mean, they almost knocked him down. I mean, him doing, then you see Bodhi, his youngest, 10 years old, literally explodes in an unbelievable euphoria, jumping up and down, like almost hysterical in non-stop motion for almost a minute and a half. And actually, Bodhi requested that he wanted to watch the race on his own, just because he did not want that pressure. Remember, this kid have went through Bodemeister, his horse, running second, and the disappointment he felt. And Bob, in that particular moment, seeing his three older boys surrounding him, jumping him like he just won the Super Bowl, and his other kids sitting around, jumping upside. I don't think Bob would have traded these memories and moment for anything in life.
Now, you have horses with multiple trainers. So why did Bob Baffert wind up with American Pharoah specifically?
We race, we have a very big stable. No one trainer can have all your horses. You don't want to compete in the same jurisdiction. You don't want in the same race 4 of your horses running against each other. So by definition, you have to spread your horses into different circles to run. We have in the Midwest T. Wayne Lucas, we had in New York and the East Coast other trainers. So we kind of spread our stable around. Bob obviously usually gets my top ones because of the success and the bond we have shared together. Bob gave me and my family thrill, not just in one races. We have won like 12 grade ones, tremendous amount of stakes. My first winner in the business, couple of months after I got there, was a grade 1, a horse by the name of Point Ashley, named for my daughter Ashley. Funny enough, the same combination is Victor Espinosa and Bob Baffert and myself, that I believe was in 2007 maybe. I mean, we had an incredible fortune together.
Victor Espinosa, it seems like he is in the zone and has been so since the Kentucky Derby. Have you spoken with him since the Preakness? Do you have a read on where his head is at?
Victor is a social media guy, and we both are on tweets, and we tweet at each other, and we communicate. Victor have actually matured a lot as a rider. He's riding with a lot of confidence, and that confidence is helping him with American Pharoah. He totally are a believer in the horse and the trainer, but also he's riding him like he is on Secretariat, literally. We've seen that in the Arkansas Derby. He experimented and rated him and sat with him and was very patient. I've seen a different Victor, a more polished, more confident, more patient. It's fantastic when everybody is peaking or keep taking their game to a higher standard and higher level. And that's fun for me to watch Victor. He's happier and he's riding much better than he's ever been.
What do you mean by polished?
I hope I'm getting better by age. We're like wine. The older, the older you get, the more experience in life. And I think he is more experienced. He's ridden in very more different races, more different circles, more different kind of races. He's been to Dubai. He's been to England. So you're looking at somebody who's more seasoned.
Ahmed Zayat had finished second in the Kentucky Derby 3 times before American Pharoah's victory this year. That's nothing compared with trainer Bob Baffert, who had come close to winning the Triple Crown 3 times, this being his 4th attempt as well. Will it be the charm for them both? And trainer Bob Baffert joins us here on In the Gate. How much of a sigh of relief was it after finally completing American Pharoah's final workout?
Pretty relieved and satisfied that our last bit of homework was completed, and now we just turn in the homework and see what our grade's going to be.
How has he been holding his weight? What's his energy level like? How's he been?
We actually weighed him before the Arkansas Derby, and he weighed 1,178 pounds. That's his fighting weight. And he weighs 1,186 a couple days ago. So he's holding his weight.
You've been described as an old school trainer when it comes to working out your horses. What does that mean?
I don't know what old school trainer really means. I'm a quarter horse guy, and it's really, I think, I came in 91 is when I really got serious about training thoroughbreds. So I just took a little bit from here and there, watching the greats like, Charlie Whittingham, Ron McAnally, and and there was so many great trainers when I got to Santa Anita that I just took a little bit from everybody.
I thought Victor Espinosa gave a good ride to California Chrome last year going for the Triple Crown, not asking the horse for his best too early, which is a common mistake among people who don't ride regularly at Belmont Park. But I did read some criticism that he had the horse too far back too early down the backstretch, given what we said about how come-from-behinders don't often win the Belmont Stakes. So with that thought in mind, Bob, what advice, what conversation are you going to have with him before the running of this year's race?
Well, I think Victor, he's been through this a few times now, and he knows it's pretty nerve-wracking for all the jockeys that I've had in that race. They come out, and I can tell they know the whole world's on their shoulder, but he's older now, and I think he appreciates it a lot more too, and so I think he knows now that this horse is special, and as long as he rides him with confidence, and that's the key. You can't worry about everybody else. Just ride your own horse, and if he has it. And I told Victor, if I have him ready and he's ready, he'll respond. If he's not and he won't respond to you, and that's just the way it is. And so just ride him with confidence and have a safe trip.
Well, considering that the breeding rights for this horse have already been sold, though we don't have an official figure, it's probably somewhere north of $20 million, how would you feel if this is the last time you see this horse in your barn?
Well, I don't. He will. As long as he's healthy, he will run throughout the year. So if he won the Triple Crown, his racing career is not over yet this year, as long as he's healthy. And so, but I know at the end of the year he will go to the Stallion barn. But what other way to reward your champion by letting him go out? Either race with some little jockey on your back around the track, or having sex with at least 200 mares and fillies. So I think that's a good reward for him.
Our thanks to Bob Baffert and to Ahmed Zayat. What will it mean for racing if Pharoah completes the Triple Crown? Will it save the sport? Will money start flowing in? There's no overarching organization to capitalize on this. No long-term financial gain if Pharoah wins. But let's say Pharoah wins the crown, and now it's early November, when the champ is getting ready for the Breeders' Cup. Will you flip off your favorite college football team that's playing to flip on Pharoah because his race is coming up? But look at it another way. There may be TV viewers who feel something if Pharoah wins this race. They may decide it's time for them to get into the game. And for new owners, this sport has lots of space. My colleague Tom Rinaldi wrote that life is all about moments. They're what define our lives and who we are. So no, a Triple Crown won't be horse racing's panacea, but into the future, the afterglow could go far. Remember, you can catch us on our YouTube channel by searching In the Gate Podcast. You can get us on the ESPN Radio app in the On-Demand section by searching In the Gate, or by going to TuneIn.com or the TuneIn app and search In the Gate. And you can follow me on Twitter at @BAbramsVoice or on Facebook at Barry Abrams Voice. Remember to join us as we continue our coverage from here at Belmont Park. But for now, that's In the Gate. I'm Barry Abrams. We'll see you next time.